get it out of their heart either, out of their mind and soul. Yes, indeed, they've been going a different stroll, a different way. One that didn't really seem like they ought to be playing, but they got paid real well, so they said, what the hell, let's do it. And next thing you know, they were living in a world of hell, a whirlwind of dreams coming together in this unnatural way, man, as it seemed they were traveling the stars and the galaxies and spaceships created of human hands, human hearts, and living in secret underground cities, secret under ocean facilities, huge facilities that could facilitate not just human beings, but all these other critters. Oh, some of whom seem pretty God-blessed mean, yes indeed. And it seems as if, wow, you'd sold your soul for the medicine of a little bit of a lowland stroll, wouldn't you say, Jay? Hey? Oh, man, that's not the way, is it? Yet I want you to know, and I want you to feel it now, and know that whoever it is that served in any capacity in these secret programs, from top to the bottom and everything else, man, in any way, in any capacity, that you helped lay the groundwork of this great transition. Yes, indeed. To facilitate this transition, there needed to be an assemblage of energies and powers and a rearrangement of the universal heart, in a sense, so that we could recreate the moment of beginning and allow ourselves to be re-empowered in that and step out of the hologram, you see. So quite naturally, you were deceived by a bunch of angels. Pure little love bunnies that to you seemed sinister and useless as hell, yet they had that technology that turned out really swell. You thought you got to know the inner earth and the outer earth, and you thought you had it all, man. Thought you could just stamp out life and control all the rest of it and be served for the rest of forever as the little demigods that you are, and never leave the physical presence but always be in it. God, you get so bored, don't you know? Well, babies, that's not the flow. That's how you were deceived, don't you know? Now we bring it back into the loving flow, and you see how all of this flows into creation quite naturally. The way you did in secret is all coming undone anyway, and we're sharing this technology with everyone. And it's really not technology. It's way beyond that. It's us remembering our return to earth and the promise given when we did. Because, we disempowered her quite some time ago in this holographic way and stepped away from her. Ooh, that was a desperate day. But when we came back in this last dispensation of so-called time, we said to ourselves, and we promised ourselves, this time we unwind the divine. We won't be robbed of it. Now we're going to do what we got to do to be there. So yeah, angels became deceptive because angels already were deceptive. And were deceiving one another with human regularity now, weren't we? Yes, indeed. But the power was gone from it. You know, that nagging little thought, that nagging little thing that says, something's wrong here. I shouldn't be doing this, dear, etc., etc. Now you start to see. Now it comes clear. Now it coalesces in your conscious presence. And we all join in that moment of unity where we see all the old sinister stuff completely undone. And what we see is the shining sun in everyone, in all of life created, and all of the experience in it, in every moment that's ever lived or ever would be lived, were we to allow time to continue. And it's not really clear about whether it will or not, because, we've had a great little journey with it. My personal feeling is we're all through with, but some might want to piddle around with it a bit more, All I do know is we're all here and we're all even in this score. The score is just the same thing as if you scored a musical, a rock musical, and called it Earth, the Gaia of Love, the empowerment of the true heart. Through the test of the worst comes forward the very best. The most refined hearts there could ever be, stepping right out of the fires of hell and flying right back into paradise, baby, because we never left it. That's our true beginning. That's our true moment in time. See how it unwinds? See how it all serves the divine, no matter what it is or how it's given? There's value in all of this experience, the worst, the best of it, as we've judged it and held it in ourselves, and reacted and responded and so on and so forth. Now we learn to see the flow. And then in this way, we regenerate it, don't you know? So then the cities, the old ways, all of it can disappear. And all that comes forward is that which is clear, given clear in the heart we hold so dear inside of each and every one. From the darkest, dumbest, meanest sumbitch to ever live to the brightest star there ever was to shine in the sky. Because that brightness is you and I. And my little doggy Toto, too. Little Obi-Wan Kenobi, sitting here knowing just what to do. Look at the animals. They'll show you. They teach you, train you, guide you. If you just listen with your heart. Stop trying to domineer. Then you'll get it clear. I mean anyone, anything, anywhere. You don't need that kind of fear. And dominance is not what we came here for now, is it? Prominence, preeminence, the stepping forward in the one heart of love that's truthfully empowered inside of each and every one. Don't you be talking like that now, little son. We got to let them all shine, don't we? And get it divine, babies. Right here on the Coyote Medicine Show, only on the Hazy Radio Network, don't you know? Yes, darlings, let it on out here on that Coyote Medicine Show. Now, Grandpa Coyote here with your morning wake-up call right along with Tears for Fears. Shout, shout, let it on out here on the Hazy Radio Network, the lovingest network you ever found. Oh, give yourself a hug right now. That's the #1 drug here in this reality. Oh, yes, indeedy. You want to get high? Hug yourself and let out that long sigh. It says, oh, God, yeah, I've lived it, babies, and I've loved it too, man. Yes, indeed, I got through it all, and I'll get through a whole lot more. Yes, indeedy, before this old show is through, baby, because I know just exactly what to do. Yes, indeedy, I do, because I listen to the Coyote Medicine Show with Grandpa Coyote, don't you know? And babies, that mother trucker, he gets in the flow from 9,000 feet high in the Rocky Mountain sky there aboard that spaceship Love. Yes, indeed. Oh, Grandpa Coyote at the helm here in Studio 420. That's a plenty. Speaking of which, let me salute you this morning, you loyal troopers, you lovers of the great heart, you shouters, man, letting it all out all over the place, all across this planetary reality and existentially way beyond it. And here's to your beautiful souls, your rock and your roll, your heart and your soul, babies. Oh, God, we love you so, man. Mary Jane, Gateway to Paradise, babies. Ah, clink, clink, clink. And listen, if you haven't got your Mary Jane official Gateway to Paradise mug, get on over to thecoyoteclub.com, and remember, we're listener supported. And see if you don't want to get one of these holy chalices, WHOLLY, man, and make you feel whole again, babies. I tell you what. Yes, indeed. And, you know, in the keeping with our wake and bake tradition here on the Coyote Medicine Show, we got to do it the Coyote way. So we partake in the herb of the sacred MJ. Yes, indeed. That's the way, man. You want to expand. You want to soften up. You want to get in that heart. You want to feel that energetic start. Let Mary Jane take you by the hand. She gets one hand, I get the other. We just gently guide you right into the promised land, babies. You betcha. It's like a dance that you can't take a chance on, man. It's totally there. This is the real thing. So they say, anyway. Ah, nothing like a little, homegrown Rocky Mountain High. Make you feel like that guy, that gal that's got it on, babies. Yes, indeed. Now your heart can sing its little song. You can expand just a little more, don't you know? You can let your consciousness take you where you find appreciation for the worst of times, the hardest of times, the best of times, too, babies. I tell you, it's like, wow. You start to see it. And then you start to be it, I remember when I got a little more conscious back in my 30s, man. My young 30s, I got into some meditative shit because my health was challenged again. And there I was, man, learning to go with the flow and finding out what that was in the first place, man. I was, genuinely expanding. We've spoken of some of the magic moments back in that time. But oh my goodness, because I had lived a life so challenging, was totally, employed in darkness by the age of 3, 4, 5, clobbered in this reality, in the background, all these attempts to completely reprogram my little heart and bring me back to a different state of being where I could serve something that wasn't exactly human. Oh, babies, we got it on. We got through it, man. It was challenging, but I learned to love the challenge in it. I learned to be, able to just rock on my feet no matter what was happening. As the whole reality was crumbling around me, man, I'd be picking my way through it like I was flying. I'd grab myself up off the ground. I'd be so damn down. I didn't think I'd ever get back. Oh, hell, I'd grab myself up off the ground. Next thing you know, I'm hanging around with rock stars, and just having a great old time. Life is a party, ain't it? Shout, shout, let it all out. These are the things we can do without. The old stuff, the old way, which has brought us to where we are today. Expanding and growing, loving and glowing. Oh my goodness gracious, guys. August 8th, that's a date you don't want to be late for, man. Get your conscious presence over here to Crestonia, Colorado for the Crestone Music Festival for the opening ceremony with Grandpaw, Coyote, and the Hometown Gnome Boys, babies. Yeah, what do they call themselves? The Gnome Town Heroes, man. One of the rockin'est bands. Oh my goodness. You're going to swear Cherry Garcia and the whole gang is back again. And guess what? I think there'll be a little bit more to family there to help us stay in the flow, don't you know? Because old Grandpa, we're going to do that little marriage ceremony between Rose, Sister Rose, and Brother Michael, man. And oh goodness, while we're doing that, we're joining the parallel universes, the masculine and the feminine, the divine. And what we're really doing is acknowledging what's already there. So these senses of division can fade away. Melt, don't you see? These are primary energies. It's primary essences. It's going to be a primary time, babies. You're going to want to be there if you want to experience the divine one way or another. Oh, yeah. Of course, we experience that every day in that Coyote way, right here on that Coyote Medicine Show, Monday through Friday, don't you know? On the Hazy Radio Network, babies. Ooh. The happiest heart you ever found. Grandpa Coyote, shaking you down, breaking you up, waking you up, helping you find a life and get on without any more strife. Enough of that bullshit, man. Enough of that crap. Let's just, relax ourselves into the next paradigm, and what the hell? That's where it's at, baby. Yes, indeed. When I say what the hell, I say hell is swell. They brought me to where I are, man. And I kind of like living through that shit. I don't want to do it again. And enough is enough, of course. That's why we're ascending now, because humanity as a whole, as a collective heart, has said within itself, Jesus, this is enough. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's go back to being love. Let's go back to being life. Let's go back to being who we really fucking are. This creation itself. Flowing into being through our ever-loving presence, man. Because we so love it and we so appreciate it. That's our reality. And that's what we're demonstrating live and in person. 9:30 a.m., August 8th at the Crestone Music Festival. Don't be late, babies. You don't want to miss this one, I'm telling you. From my heart, yeah, you feel it. I know it. See how united we are, man? We think alike, even all of us, man. We may have our areas of disagreement, but boy, we're so in total agreement that the disagreement can't even be, man. It's nothing real. That's just imaginary. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? You see what's really here? It's called unity of the heart. That's where we start. That's the very base essence of our creation, of our life, and everyone else's too. Right there inside of me, right there inside of you, and my little doggy too, man. Okiwan Kenobi, who sends his heartfelt greetings to everyone this morning. My sweet little assistant DJ, my little rockin' doggy. Yes, indeed, he does like to come out to play. And so he's sitting here right in my lap saying, hey, babies, this is where it's at, man. Oh, you don't want to walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah. It might not. Wow, I tell you what, man. It's been cool as all get out. I love being who I are, but man, it has been challenging, you know. And I can't help but bless it, you know. And it continues to be challenging. Good grief. I know we're all going through this one. But complete realignment of your interior energies, man, which are going to then remove the conflict from the reality around you. Because there won't be any conflict left within you, you know. I felt conflicted as hell throughout a good share of my life, man. Wow, pulled this way and that very strongly, man. Very strong. Like there wasn't any room for me left, you know. I just stretched so damn thin. And you can get to where you can hardly breathe, man, because you're stretched so thin. Yet, the heart just brings it all back together again. Every time it's stretched, man, it's growing. It's saying to itself, I gotta be, I gotta be, I gotta be, I gotta be. And so it goes through all that agony to bring itself into what? Being present. See, that's been the whole goal of life, is to be present, to come home and be present in our heart. And babies, as we do this, as we go through this complete realignment of our interior energies, we go through a complete realignment of the exterior energies as well. And this world dissolves away. This mean, nasty piece of shit, this beautiful paradise that we live in, dissolves away. Well, in a sense, dissolves into its own reality. Now, some people call that Lemuria, which was the highest times of humanity, the beginning times of humanity, when we were first getting used to the organic and the whole idea of what this might be and how it might affect us, don't you see? Divine angels present in everyone. Oh, babies. Living there within the sun. Yeah, it wasn't separate from us then. It was all gathered together, you see. That's our beginning moment. And this is what we're about to replicate here. Well, we do every day anyway. But here in Crestonia on August 8th, that's coming Saturday, 9:30 in the morning, babies. Mark your calendars, set your stopwatch, man. You want to be there because you're not square. You're around, baby, and very much around. And it's getting larger and larger, all this around you, huh? Yeah, you're starting to feel that and be it and love it and flow with it. And babies, like you always do, just living in it, you gotta glow with it. You can't help it, you know. Hey, yeah, and you're drawn to a lot of undivine places and a lot of undivine faces, and you go through a lot of, you know, wow, uncomfortableness. But guess what? You're there to set them free. Just remember that. The first and foremost, free in here to be what you are. And then, baby, it's rock. You don't have to say a word. Just be. Just be who you are. Just flow with it. Just glow with it. Let it expand from inside out, babies. Yes, indeed. Expand yourself. Give yourself these moments in time you need to experience your own creation and all that you are living in. And all that is and all that will ever be. It's right there in this one moment, don't you see? Gathered within you, gathered within me, and even this little doggy and all the rest of creation too. We set ourselves free, babies. This is the way, don't you see? Yeah, we do it every day right here in that Koyote way. Oh, yeah, it's Heyoka and then some. But the dangest, big old pile of fun. Ain't you glad you took this run? Oh, babies, we're shifting into high gear. Is that clear? Hang on to your green jeans, babies. We're about to accelerate. Oh, I didn't even know there was such acceleration. Accelerating beyond time. Stepping right out of that shit, man. Ain't dragging us down no more. But we still get to live in the music, don't you know? Because we got the musical skull written in our heart, man. We learned it. We learned to live the beat, the love. Oh, all the way through, babies. And here's a special song just for you. From Grandpa's heart to babies. Oh, yeah. This is going to help you through. Yeah, and get it clear, too, man. So says Grandpa here on that Coyote Way. And ooh, with your morning wake-up call on the Coyote Medicine Show, only and exclusively on the Hazy Radio Network, hazyradio.com. We got it on. And now, so do you.